Good evening, everyone. I'm just finished feeding up and finished doing the few chores around the yard and just in checking the cows. And I said I'd make my video when I had everything more or less done. As you can see, cow numbers are getting very small now at this stage. We've only got 14 cows left on this side here. 13 cows on the left hand side now as I'm walking up. And there's also some cows in here due to calve. There's 4 due to calve, and then the 2 cows that lost the calves last week are in here now with these. But these are a little later on than these girls here. This girl here with the mad horns is known as Mad Mary. Mary, as you can see, is losing some of her hair with lice. They were all done with a pour on, but Mary was probably running away and half of it probably went on the ground because she's just that kind of cow. This is actually Mary's daughter. She's a twin. This one here, who's stone mental, would kill you. I don't know why we kept her. She's fine because I'm out the other side of the bow. But hopefully there's no problems with her calving. Mary's other daughter, the other twin, calved yesterday, and I'll show you. She actually had a little bit of an issue when she was calving, so I'll show you her in a minute. As always, there's always an issue with lighting in here. But fantastic bull calf to this girl here. She's out of a shorthorn cow, obviously, and limousine cross in her as well. Limousine bull cross with her. She's a super calf, and she calved last night. She was one of 2 that calved last night, and we've had 4 in the last 24 hours. I'll go down and show you the other ones. Yeah, we came up last night to feed, and Mary, one of her twins, was in the process of calving, but she was having a little bit of an issue. She was actually having a big bit of an issue. We had seen them at dinner time, but we weren't back up then again until it was almost 6 o'clock when we come up to feed. And while in the process of coming into the shed, first thing that met us was this little guy. Well, he's not too little, sticking out of a back end with a big swollen head. So she'd been, not good girl. She'd obviously been calving for a few hours and was having difficulties. So his head has come back into more or less into normal shape and size, but his tongue was also very swollen, and it's still a little bit stuck, and a little bit swollen as well. So it's not just come back in fully, but it has. If you had seen him last night, I didn't think he was going to make it. I actually thought he was dead when I seen him sticking out of our back end, and was absolutely no sign of her calving at 12 o'clock. So such is life and the way it works out. When we come up, she was in the throes of it and having some serious issues, but yeah, we got her down and got the calf out, and he was breathing, and we had to give him a cortisone injection just to help take the swelling down, and it worked. Yeah, within an hour you could see the difference, and when I was up during the night you could see a huge difference. He was breathing much better and his face was all coming back to a normal size. I bottle fed him last night. I didn't milk herself. I had one of the sachets of colostrum, mixed it up and fed it to him, and we milked her then this morning and this evening. So no, he's doing okay. He hasn't been on his feet yet, but he will do. He'll come. We give him a vitamin injection this evening as well, and we're hoping now in the morning that he should be able to stand up. If not, we'll have to get the vet out. He also isn't sucked. Well, we didn't try that hard with him sucking yet because his tongue is still a little out of shape. So we'll also have to see if we can get him to start to suck. So if we can get him standing, we should be able to get him to drink. She's much quieter this one here than her twin sister, luckily enough. So that's really it. That's that. What do you see now? Then at 3 a.m. when I was up, this girl in here was just in the first movements of calving. So ended up moving her from the top shed down to here, and had to stick with her for I was here for about 2.5 hours until I got her calved and made sure he was up and moving and able to drink. So bit of a late night last night, but yeah, no, everything okay. But she's very, very nice calf, a heifer calf. Also, then we had this heifer calf in the early afternoon today from this cow. She had just calved up in the top shed as well, so we moved her down here and got the calf drinking, and calf is flying, as you can see. Lovely heifer calf, nice markings on it too. But yeah, so we had a busy last 24 hours. After having 5 or 6 days off really with no calves, it all kicked back into the swing of things fairly quickly. This little guy in here is the guy with the stiff front feet. He's still getting a bay here all to himself, but it's a slow process in coming around, but he will. Look, he'll probably end up staying up here until he can get outside, and once he gets outside and has to walk around then after the mother in the field, he'll loosen out then. But no, he's fine. The main issue will be to get this girl, get her calf drinking her tomorrow, get him up on his feet. So we did get him standing for about 10 minutes this evening, but he's still a little bit weak on his feet. But he dunged when he was up, and he's all that end of it's working, so he should come okay. What else? What other news have I? Not many videos the last few days, so wasn't that much going on really, apart from just the normal feeding stuff, and I've just felt I made enough videos of that over the last number of days, last week or so, because it was quiet enough and there was no calving. We've got the crypto back. That's probably a fairly big thing. We're fairly full in here. We fit another couple of calves in. Obviously we were full at one point until we had a couple of losses last week, and that kind of freed us up again, so we can still squeeze in. Well, the bottom pen isn't just 100% full. I think there's 9 in it, and the middle pen was full, but then we lost the calf that was in there, so that took us back to 9 there, so we'll be able to get 2 more squeezed in down here. Yeah, a couple of the calves got loose. The later calves that was born got a little bit loose, and we got their dung samples tested, and of course the dreaded crypto appeared in the sample. So the first 24 calves that was born, if you remember, I was giving them the BioGlaze tablets. Just a couple of tablets when they were born. One when they hit the ground initially, preferably before they even got any milk, and then another one either, depending on what time he was born, either later that evening. If he was born in the morning time, we give him another one later that evening, or one the next morning. You know, just it depends. About 12-14 hours later, give him another one. And that was working well. We did get a couple of samples done on the first batch, and no crypto whatsoever. Everything was okay. So yeah, so when we seen the loose calves, we kind of knew then that there was something wrong. We changed then after 24 calves to a different tablet or bullet, which was supposed to be for crypto, and was advertised as being better and being the proper job for keeping crypto away. So we tried that. Stop scratching, girl. We tried that and it didn't work, obviously, so we're moved back to our original tablets now for these later calves. The BioGlaze tablets are the ones that we started using last year, because we had some serious issues. We lost a few calves with the crypto last year, and it wasn't until we started using the BioGlaze that we got on top of it. And the last 10 calves, once they got the BioGlaze, didn't develop any crypto. Where is the BioGlaze? Yes, there you go. Let me just see if you can see them. Yeah, there they are now. BioGlaze tablets. So like, they're fairly simple. They're only small little applicator. It's just a standard applicator. Get one out. Standard applicator for it, and just pop one of them in and give it to them. So look at it. It worked fine. But the other ones, I actually don't have the other ones here. We've actually they're where they are. I was going to show you them. They were gotten Spillans in Waterford, I think it was. Maybe some of you might know that place. But yeah, they don't work. So yeah, so we've got our hands full now with that for a few days, just treating them, and we've it all under control. None of the calves have went down with it, so we should be okay. All going well. What else will I show you? Do I want to show you? Oh yes, hold on a second, I'll get it. Yeah, so this is what I wanted to show you. It's the trusty feeder. It's a fantastic article. Show you how it works. Maybe some of you have already seen these. They're floating about. Actually seen them I seen it at Agri Scott when I was over last November and wanted to get one of them then, but didn't know if I'd be able to take it on the plane coming home. Probably could have, but I didn't anyway. But got one of these the other day, and have used it a few times because some of the BioGlaze is in powder form, and you mix it with a litre and a half of water and give it to the calf to help to dry them up. So this has been used quite a bit over the last few days since we got it, and it's very good. But how it works is very simple. Turn around on the side, and it's marked on the pipe. I don't know if you can see it or not. On the tube you have 20 kilos, 50 kilos, 80 kilos, 110 kilos. So depending on the size of the calf, you roughly guesstimate his weight. You can adjust this little black stop then to the weight. The idea is then that this is a plastic piece here that you push to the end, and you can insert this into the calf's mouth. The plastic protects the tube from the calf biting it, so you get it on down, and once you have that down, this here, you rest this against his nose and you just push the pipe on down. The idea is once you've it set right, more or less here on the weight, that this part of the pipe then is the right length for going down into for going down past his windpipe. Seems to work very well. As I say, we've been using it quite a bit over the last few days, and we'd be very impressed with it compared to the other bag feeder. The pipe is a little bit bigger, so the fluid flows into the calf a little bit faster, and the main thing over the other, first of all, the pipe is probably stronger and the whole thing is more robust and take a bit more abuse, but to be able to seal off, put your couple of litres in and seal it, that you can drop it on the ground. The bag feeder, you drop it on the ground, the next thing some of it's leaking out, or it's, you know yourself, it's not ideal. The bags always rip and tear, and these here, they seem to be able to take a bit more abuse anyway. But yeah, very, very happy with it. I had to buy this myself. I'm not getting paid to promote it or anything, unfortunately. So yeah, so it's just as a user, I think they're very good. But yeah, no, just said I'd show you that. See, yeah, because like everybody's always looking for something that'll make life a little bit easier, and I definitely think that does. Yeah, so that's really a kind of a complete update on what's going on at the minute. Didn't get up to much else today. I was mixing, trying to mix one of the slurry tanks on the out farm, the one where we've got the 30 calves. Some of you know it is where the 135 is parked, and that tank seems to be losing a little bit of water, because every year when you go to start to mix it, you have to try and start drawing water into it and mix a bit and draw some out then and more water in, and it's a bloody mess. You lose a whole day tricking and messing at it. So we done a couple of hours of it this evening, and we have to draw some water into it now in the morning, and hopefully we'll get it mixed. But we're also going to mix the cow's tank here, because it's more or less full, and also one of the tanks in the top shed, we're going to mix that too. So if the weather's right, we'll get some slurry out over maybe towards the weekend. They're talking about a cold snap coming in again, a mini beast from the east. So if that comes, we'll get a little bit more slurry out. That's the complete update on what's happening on the suckler end of things at the minute. Hope you enjoyed that video. Just before I go, I wanted to give do a little shout out. Martin Ladd, who watches me, asked me, he contacted me actually on my Facebook page and asked me would I give a little bit of a shout out just to say hello to him, and yeah, appreciate you watching all the videos and all the comments you make as well. So thanks very much, Martin, and glad you enjoyed the videos. So that's it for now. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.